I'm Dr. Jim Humphries with the VNN Video Blog. Over 20 years ago, pet health insurance was a relatively new idea. There was only one company. But today, there are many companies to choose from, and also many different plans and complexities and coverage limits and deductibles and so forth. There are many variables, so let me take one particular case and try to simplify this if I can. This is Tucker, a 3-year-old Great Dane with no known history of medical problems. He's been neutered and has all of his normal preventive care. We decided to use Tucker as an example dog and get exact quotes from 4 popular pet health insurance companies for a direct comparison on benefits. And we were surprised at what we found. The companies we contacted are Veterinary Pet Insurance, or VPI, Pets Best, Purina Care, and Trupanion. Now, the most important factors to consider when evaluating any pet insurance are the monthly costs, the deductible, how much of the bill you're going to have to pay, and whether or not they cover hereditary conditions and if they have either yearly or lifetime limits. With VPI, this dog would have a $45 monthly payment, a $250 deductible per year. Now, they pay by a complex benefits schedule where all other companies have a set copay amount, and the limits on hereditary coverage here are the most restrictive. Pets Best also gave us a quote of $45 monthly premium and the same $250 deductible, but in this case it was per incident. They too have limited hereditary coverage, a 20% copay, but the limit on each incident is $7,000. Now, Purina Care would insure this dog for $44 a month, a $250 a year deductible, and a 20% copay. They also cover genetic conditions, and they have great limits, $20,000 annually and no lifetime limit. Finally, to insure Tucker with Trupanion, it would cost $44 a month, also $250 deductible. They do cover hereditary conditions, but this company was very different in that they are the only company to have no yearly or lifetime limits on coverage. And get this, they pay 90% of the bill. As it turns out, Tucker was diagnosed with a very serious spinal cord disease only 8 months after being adopted. The condition is called Wobbler's disease, and it is considered hereditary. From the initial exams and x-rays, through the specialist's exam, the MRI, and the eventual detailed spine surgery, this disease total cost over $10,000. So in this real case, here's how much each of these companies would have paid after the deductible. Veterinary Pet Insurance has a 12-month waiting period on hereditary conditions, so they would have paid nothing. Pets Best does not consider wobblers hereditary, so they would have paid $8,000, which is the 80% coverage, 20% copay. However, they have a $7,000 per incident limit, so they would have paid $7,000. Purina Care would have paid $7,800. Trupanion, because it pays 90% of the total bill after a $250 deductible, would have paid $8,750, the most of any of the companies we checked with. Now, you need to be aware that these companies may have rate increases, and some have significant increases in rates as your pet gets older. It would be horrible to have to make a decision to put your wonderful pet to sleep just because you could not afford the very best care. Tucker's family was very happy they had insured this wonderful dog, and now he's on his way to recovery and to a life free of paralysis. In this case, insurance really paid off. Now, some consumer groups say with a healthy pet, of course, it's better to save your money. But insurance is protection for the unknown in the future, and you never know when that might happen. With veterinary costs that can run into the thousands, it's probably a good time for you to take a serious look at insurance for your pets. Now, this was one case. Because of the complexities and differing policies, another case might have a different outcome. This really needs individual attention and some online research to see what's right for your pets and your family. But remember this, many dogs and cats have conditions that are considered hereditary, and it made all the difference in the world for Tucker. From 90% coverage of this very expensive and serious problem to 0. You make the call. I'm Dr. Jim Humphries. See you next time.